So let's talk about a really powerful psychological habit that can bring a ton more peace and clarity into your life. It's all about strategic privacy. Now, this isn't about being all secretive or hiding things. It's about being smart with your energy and where you choose to put it. You know, in a world that pretty much pressures us to share everything, it's so important to stop and ask this question. Because there is a huge difference between the two. And really getting that difference is the key to protecting your focus and, honestly, your peace of mind. So what is that difference, really? Well, on one hand, you have being open. That's the healthy stuff. It builds trust, helps you make real connections with people. But on the other hand, you have being exposed. And that's what happens when you overshare, maybe with the wrong people. It just invites all this unnecessary drama and slowly drains your inner peace. And this gets us to the core idea here. Emotionally stable people have mastered this skill. It's not about hiding. It is absolutely about self-protection. It's making a conscious choice about who gets a front row seat to your story and when. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. Our first category is all about protecting your future. You know, your ambitions, your big plans, and the person you're actually becoming. First up, your next big move. It is so tempting to announce that new career you're going for, or that business idea you have, or your big fitness journey. But honestly, sharing it too early can totally undermine you before you've even taken the first step. And why is that? Well, think about it. The second you announce your big plan, you open the floodgates. Everybody's got an opinion, right? Or they have their doubts. Your change might even make them uncomfortable because it messes with their idea of who you are. The bottom line is, it is so much more powerful to just do the work and let your results do all the talking. There's actually a term for this in psychology: social interference. It's like this invisible headwind of other people's reactions that can mess with your motivation and just knock you off course. When you work in quiet, you shield your plan from all that noise. Now, I'm actually going to jump us ahead for a second to our final point, number 7, because it connects perfectly to what we were just talking about. Just think of your next big move and your future identity as two sides of the exact same coin. It's all about protecting the person you are still in the process of becoming. Now, the psychology here is just fascinating. Your true identity is built by what you do, not by saying, hey, everyone, I'm going to be a more patient person, or I'm going to be a successful artist. When you declare it too early, you just create all this pressure to live up to a label you haven't really earned yet. It's so much better to just do the work and let people notice the transformation on their own. Okay, let's circle back now and keep going with our list as we dive into our next section. This part is all about guarding your internal world, those things that really need some strong emotional and financial boundaries. All right, number 2, your deepest emotional struggles. Now, of course, opening up is so important for mental health, but it's absolutely critical to remember that not everyone has earned the right to hear your most vulnerable thoughts. See, sharing your pain with the wrong audience can seriously backfire. They might not get it, or even worse, they might start to see you only through the lens of your struggles. And let's be real, some people respond with curiosity, not genuine care. And that curiosity can turn into gossip real fast. Next up, and this one is a big one, your financial situation. Psychologists will tell you that money is one of the most loaded, sensitive topics out there, and it doesn't matter if you have a lot or a little. The moment people know the details of your finances, the whole dynamic can shift. It just invites judgment, creates weird expectations, or even stirs up resentment and comparison. Keeping your money situation private isn't about being secretive. It's about keeping your relationships stable. Okay, for our last section, let's talk about how strategic privacy can help you manage your relationships, both in how you act and how you handle disagreements. Number 4 might sound a little counterintuitive at first. Keep your good deeds private. I mean, doing good things is amazing, of course, but there's a really subtle psychological shift that happens when we broadcast every act of kindness. When you're constantly announcing who you helped or what you donated, the reward you get is external. It's about praise, admiration. It becomes about building an image. But flip that around. When you do something kind, quietly, without needing anyone to see it, the reward is all internal. It reinforces your own values and builds genuine, solid character. Some things are just more powerful when they stay unseen. Moving on to number 5, your personal problems with other people. Oh, it's so tempting to vent to everyone when you're in a conflict. But broadcasting a disagreement usually just turns a small fire into a massive bonfire by inviting all these opinions and biases that just make everything more complicated. And this is especially true for number 6, your family issues. Family dynamics are just so personal, so complex. Outsiders almost never have the full story, and sharing those private matters can accidentally cause even more damage and make it that much harder to actually fix things. So as we wrap all this up, let's just come back to this main idea. This is not a call to go live a secret life. It's a strategy. It's a way to protect your most valuable resource, your energy. It's about filtering out all the unnecessary noise. So, in the end, what does this kind of privacy really protect? Well, it protects your focus from all that social interference we talked about. It protects your confidence, letting you build it on real actions instead of just empty praise. And most importantly, it protects your peace and your energy, so you get to decide exactly where you want to invest them. So I'll just leave you with this to think about. Not every single chapter of your life needs an audience. Some parts of your story actually find their strength in the quiet.